All right, my friends. Jason Morton, 1628 East 6th Street, Pueblo, Colorado, 81001. And I've figured out what's going on because, things weren't making sense to me. And it makes a lot more sense now. And I'm going to have to go down and see Captain Bravo like I was told to. Now I understand why my government told me to do what they told me to do after today when I got blocked by, and I don't know if they knew it was coming or if my lawyer knew I was going to do that. How did they know? It's just weird. Because when they started sending me all these pictures and dicks across Messenger and across my Facebook and naked pictures of women again and asking me to get my supercomputer up, at first I was thinking they wanted me to get my supercomputer up because they got my software, but they can't figure out how my hardware works. So they want to see how it works. And Martha's not smart enough to even tell them how it works, but I would have figured that she would have stole copies of my stuff and gave it to whoever she was giving it to. And I thought she was giving to that stuff for, since she was FBI for my people. But she wasn't. And like I told you, that's not who she was giving it to. And there's a difference between state and she was giving it to the state people in Denver. That's why I told you guys before when I messaged my phone, and I can explain the whole thing to you, but I'm going to explain it in court. I don't want to explain it to these people because then they're going to try and find another way around it. I told you this years ago when I messaged my phone and Martha was living with me. When we moved out of the house, because like I said, I loved her. Even after the mental hospital, when I couldn't figure out, why are you trying to set me up? What are you doing to me? I don't like the cops. I don't like the hospitals. And I said all this from the VA phone. And the VA didn't help me. Like I told you, I thought that they would start, just like everything I said in that video, and I've made another one, a 32-minute one. Everything I said in that video when I sat down in my chair, and that's when you know that's really me. And that's what's going on. I'm going to sit down in the chair and I'm not going to be walking around and pacing and acting all crazy and being stupid. That's not me. The people that know me know that's not me. But I may need them in court and they're all saying, oh, please don't message me. Please don't get me in trouble. My buddy Joey, who's a cop. I thought he was over here to help me because he wanted me to make him movies. Now I'm thinking I'm being set up. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? He had the original, so I gave him the copies, but if you're trying to get me in trouble with that, that's not something you can get me in trouble for. Plus, he paid me money before I went to jail. When I was still a computer business, he paid for those things. And I'm still a computer business now that I've started my foundation, and I've got to go over with you guys the foundation. I hadn't even gone over that with you yet. And I didn't have to go to the library or nothing to figure it out or look it up online. You can look through my Google history, which my daughter was the other day. And then she wanted to bring up the porn on the computer that said young porn. And it's a website called Young Porn. And it's people over 18. You have to be 18 or older. But if you go young porn on Google, you're going to see pictures of kids and dicks and stuff. That's not, no. You got to do it as the URL, not as a freaking image. And I said to my daughter, what the hell are you doing looking at freaking porn on my computer, making it look like I'm the one looking at porn? And she said, no, Dad, and I said, what the hell are you and your friends looking at porn on my computer? And I said, and then she shows me pictures of a video of a kid with a fucking dick in her phone. And I'm like, are you trying to set me up? What the hell is wrong with you? I love you, but what the hell? And she just looked at me. Because I said, you and your mother are the ones who went through all them buckets and stole stuff. I already know it. Because you were supposed to take the dogs. I'll get the video footage from the sheriff's office. Let's do it. When you guys came to the sheriff's office and sat down with me for the video monitoring visit, I told you, have the house, have the dogs, have this, have that, do this, do that. And I'm not going to go over everything that I said in the thing because I don't want them to know. But I'm sick of this. I think I'm being set up by my own kids. Like I just put across the thing and they're saying, oh, you're being gang stalked and you're being gang stalked by your own kids. Man, it's worse than that. And I told you, I grew up that way with the government and the FBI. So I already know how they will use you. But if you think you're going to fricking take me down, you're not. I'm going to put all of you in jail. And that's why I got sad, because they want me, my government wants me to go back down there and threaten to sue Captain Bravo right to Internal Affairs and get it all on video. And I said, no, I don't want to do that because they're going to threaten my kid and kill my dog. But that threatening my kid with Benfield Stewart, that was a setup too, because they took money from Benfield Stewart in order for me not to go to court. And I took him to court anyway. And the judge, you know, because the PD came out to the house and they pulled their weapons on me. I told you, go back and I'll go through all them videos. They're all on Facebook. They're all there. And I didn't manipulate any of that video or do anything to it. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to act like I'm freaking changing things and making things up and I'm doing things. I'm not. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing, but now I have to go back and I've already told the insurance company lady the same thing and make sure that I change my statement for what I'm going to say in court, because I already know how this all works. You're making me laugh. I told the judge right in the court, my general at my top secret unit at Fort Bragg, who is freaking military intelligence, 4-star general, taught me when he wasn't teaching me, you know, military tactics and trainings and weapons. He taught me the law because they coincide with each other. And like I told my daughter, the law works for me. And she was like, what do you mean? And I said, the law works for the government. And I am the government. I work for the government. I love my government. I know they're watching me. I know what they're doing. I know I've been tracked. I know what Sprint's up to. I know when they're listening to me. I know when they're in my phone. I know the stuff that I've given them. I know when I've said it and they've taken it and they've used it. And when I tell them about, you know, Facebook or my book or my face in 2001 in the Springs jail, when I told them what I gave to military intelligence, and I know how they used it. And I knew when Martha was trying to get me to create a business and we went up for a business meeting in the Springs to the hotel, that they wanted me to come up with another idea. And I did. It was Pueblo Card Space, which is LinkedIn. And that's the government. It's got that little symbol on it also that goes like this, like I was showing you, that connects and says, where do you want to send it? Twitter, Facebook, that's the government. That's all the government. I'm not going to do this with you guys. I'm just not. I don't want to play this. Late.